the boy accidentally hit his friend with a piece of wood. To avoid being found out by the parents, he hid the body in the forest. That night in his bed, he was very worried his secret would be discovered. But fortunately, in the middle of the night, the sky suddenly opened up with heavy rain. Thunder and lightning filled the air outside. When Nick opened the door, he was instantly terrified. The town was experiencing rare extreme weather. Trash from the ground was being swept up into the sky by the hurricane. Electric poles were knocked over onto the ground. Nick quickly shut the door, but suddenly the next second, a fallen tree crashed through the door. It almost pierced through his mother's body. Luckily, his mother was only knocked unconscious. As Nick tried to wake her up, he looked up in terror and saw raging floodwaters had already reached the doorstep. The next second, the water burst through the wooden door and flooded inside. To keep his mother from drowning, Nick had no choice but to drag her up the stairs. Fortunately, his mother woke up just in time. They both managed to escape the disaster by getting to higher ground. When everything calmed down, the once neat and orderly town had been destroyed by the disaster. It now looked like an apocalyptic scene. The storm had caused hundreds of deaths. The power grid had completely collapsed. Large areas of trees in the forest had fallen. All the police officers were busy rescuing people, and the townspeople were focused on rebuilding after the disaster. So the search for the boy was temporarily put on hold. Taking advantage of this, Nick quietly returned to where he had hidden the body. Looking at the forest now a wreck from the hurricane, Nick secretly rejoiced. Now his little secret would be forever buried underground. 20 years passed in the blink of an eye, and except for the missing boy's family, no one in the town remembered the missing boy. Nick had become an outstanding doctor in town, and even had a beautiful girlfriend. He thought the incident would fade away with time. However, with the town's major renovations, the fallen trees were all hauled away by the loggers. The one thing Nick feared the most had finally come.